Felix appear was studio where MPP activists no ka ho na Awa Mohammed so ono so aba ene ba bidi enkobo. Felix, first time I mean who has seen me. Oh yeah.
Dunia me hoye.
But you have microphone ko take a
all right.
Edem.
All right, Godi. All right.
Se bibia
pa unia asidame nyame na minchia woni wetifo ni na nda no pay woni a ehwe yin February training na so no yicheche mu ni na mo amanyane ahomache because nkofo ti upa ahomache ntino I mean like ye de nyame ase say next wasan de yura wontumi ase yeso no ya metre ya dwenkyere ewo niama say ekoso wi ase
kakra na ye dwendwe ho se be program bia ya mabuchi for no a because utukwa kwa abuchi na we say MPP for na Ghana for abuchi tie ye kro puchi Ghana for
way much
the way omo monitor no
a lot
enya senketwa na ubo se that me just me ko break card ba se me tie mu etimunya ne ntem munye ni se omo namana ade se mu kom enya ko ho de ye na no mutie ye ntem bochefo no nya mi nshamo me damu nyina ma se de nipa bebre ba Ghana ebe ye campaign for MPP for ba Ghana pa be campaign eto aba so de kwesi ni sie no nya hwe nya ko po be shramo ye no na last make say papa bi ba ha no Switzerland oba ye no so ba be campaign 2 weeks bi no ato aba oba ye no nya emergency back in Switzerland na so sign ko eto oba ha catch me say about 4 days earlier but assembly sinti so come back to Switzerland no be say aba beto aba
look at that
eti wo call ye no see at aba na Saturday wo call did 3 days as a 4 days then the man return on Thursday evening
just to come and vote
ticket no so board the ding
yes
Emma what buy then am be busa me who say papa and in fact obu 60 years
oh wow
na me busa mo say then the wenya then wo hwehwe Ghana mpuntu nti ntena ngofo to na menya ahwe me hu hwe na ya mesre say montombo kakra ngofo anto obobo na akosi diesi akwaba
yenua
boko de
nyame adom na wo say
nyame adom ahode wo
afi yes first time I share I just say we are social media
what they say
any mainstream what have boy juma papa you held the fort especially around this time Ankrofo Abutu na keka ho mo wa ha mo hye obi ankran esan se ekra no se ejai radio no kakra ti Monday na me ekra no bi shase but mo de na mo hold the fourth na Ghana for nyina no 80 especially se obi pe awre chichire bia no tu no abaha na wahwe na mo chichire no nti yedamase mo bo adwuma papa
yedamo so especially we award here where you are coming from no ukwana we mobo say just before 2016 elections and now we cross over I think it's through instrumentality of Nana B and then one kasa we conscience you see who nema and I will buy 8 years we are juma there but mean say high profile position bia at the mount 8 years and now party is a position won call for na former uncle and I'm sure say a big kakabit master kwa say okwa kwa de la wunya ye and now say what's about position here it to be ya na mo so no medwem ho
the good news is say wo hwe emfasodi Ghana for enya o say offer kra na ye can say President Akufo-Addo ebe go down as the best president of the Fourth Republic
in terms of deliverables,
especially a Juma wabo free senior high school alone, especially in Zongo for yakra na yakase yanyaso faso chen obia essence okozongo me time na me nyini if just zongo ya ewie JSS itimi ko secondary school na ye nipa 7 pe
look at that
yes me batch na ye 7 pe minimum munyina so ho ba ko pe ye miensa pe na itimi ko tertiary your course secondary school cry we out of 7 no me answer pe anything call tertiary omo ntimi anko kra omo but omo secondary school na we but because omo no omo wo 40 mi eye nanso ene se ye ka eye nkwala omo ewo eye zongo se omo ye 10 be 9 de obi akọ school esan say free
look at that
Yes, inti the biggest beneficiaries because zongo no this obe musa akwala nam ho sa abasa dem bia obeko school obeko makaranta school no ewie JSS inti owie ana on nam ho ekwan bia so musa on nam ho ni ho afin na keka wo ko makaranta school eno say aban school but makaranta ya yes aban school ya buy you see close to 200
of those schools.
Yes, maybe they were a entabudan in Yinano. A bubuni sisi kama. A chantage in Kwaya Sima Kumaku 25.
Wow.
Yes. So I know a year and Cranshake say at the mommy say at least yabai, you know, this is what we've been able to do for our people.
Yes.
The youth of this country and so ebehu dear a year Kufado Abaye. San says you say ye tuama Mahama no asaba biuma. Just within 10 days of his elections, 10 days, and I say do 10 days ago. Do 10 days now. You handy over man, but the washas yeah, the young cancer on fairly. Young born empire say on fairly, but the on no share boss obey.
We force him to.
I was say, oh yeah, all right, you've been to Janso.
Okay, you're betting come you make LGBTQ no home. Me I can't see the aura no isiko and the expectations. Those one what the people say. The first 100 days and 120 days. First 120 days, no, and the matter because counting is ongoing.
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like yes. So far, no, and to say, party they say, and the man ya swasi ya da could feel say tem, but the say. We never go and who the man say. And no, who is saying, say the go for commentary after the defeat.
Yo, Gode, I'm like Messan so a chair on a chair with T4. Say, man, this year no more follow me. Them I Ghana 2 times because of this election. First time I'm a buy and was in March. Now me call 32 towns.
32 towns. 32
towns in Gomoa West, Apam area ho. And God, to be honest with you, me call you know now. I'm sorry to say this, but the candidates, no, the people were not. Oh no, almost say he's been MC for almost 10 years. So most of the people were like, "Nah, you wanna base, no, you wanna, you know," and they were actually saying it. So most of me back, you know, now the report by I say, because I spent 4 months in Ghana.
Okay,
I went to 32 towns doing this little underground work, and from all indication, you know, yeah, candidate no on cheddar
maybe ground MC no now one popular
yes only ground sir and some of the things I brought the report back and I was hoping Sanka on why more feasible come the pressure better no so I'm an more feasible but no defeat we know defeat be a to me pinpoint one thing say win kwan ye ma ye lose ye nembo
you are right
nembo Nefana no say minstrument can. I will say some of the leadership and appointees. No, I'm sorry if that is allowed to say on radio. Some come quick because maybe because when you go to grounds and you hear them, these were the complaints they were given. That means that some of our people didn't really avail themselves well. And when you keep treating people like that now. They sway away from you, and I think say all these things are part of the reason why the good thing then they say the good thing is a Godi Ubia to me baby in case say Dr. Barumi I didn't buy in and win.
You're not there.
No matter how they try to cut the slice,
for 4%
it will not work. For that one, it will not work because I saw it. Say people were trying to peddle that from earlier.
Yes,
but the truth is it's not about Dr. Barumi because
me. Penrich penny will be bad, you think one last uncle too. And also Gordon, young Quadenta. Adenta predominantly Christian,
yes.
1 year MPO
is the Muslim. Is a Muslim.
But you see, and young Quafijas. Yeah. If you just so I account for Christopher predominant, yeah. 1 year, 1 year,
Muslim.
So how do you say baby I will free and then
Sunyani since 1996 yes you lose Sunyani East and West but Nipa o wini Sunyani no West no Wezongoni
can you imagine
against Ignatius Bafo a friend of Mubarak where Juma youth employment
NDC winning Alaju that is a election. Yes, NDC winning that. This time NDC won with who?
With a Zongo boy.
With a Zongo boy for that matter. Asin Central. Mijima.
Which one winning one?
Most of the winning. You know, sir, advancement from a person the banner candidate. It's not it. I think, say, the apathy na abano. Leadership I wohono and share no one starting kakransan ya connect.
So much committee or more.
Good. I kind of have a little problem with the committee.
Okay.
What is the committee really going to do?
Okay, you see
that these people don't know. You know your people didn't go out to vote. And most of them gave you the reasons why they didn't go out to vote. I don't have any problem with the committee, but what is the committee's recommendation going to do?
Okay, so Osha MPP after every elections, committee. Even in 1992.
I know that.
I know that is a stolen verdict in a buy. I don't want a public document. But in 2009, 2008, there was a committee, the Hansen Committee.
I remember.
Omoko actually eko bisa nkrofo enim say apathy de. But de na de apathy ne buy. You who say na ye chairman nkwa omuto aba no. That time the chairman nkwa na to aba. Okwa Fiasa Sokora na nipa 72 na to aba.
Okay.
Edi MP. Eti who say na yem biem na nya 55.
Got it.
And a dear 55 at least a boy because in 2012 we won the elections.
Good.
The only thing they say who they could see because now uko court to crown a 5-4. It's a 5-4 there. I know you won the elections, but Nipana Tinaso for 8 months and a duko we need 2016
now.
And you win elections in in 2016. There was the Dr. Poko Duse committee.
I remember Poko.
Muye Juma. Also do more recommendations by or Safumafu committee no and a young implemented. Okay, implementing anka buyama because opportunity to read what kind of
that's my point.
And some identify am lose 500,000 votes we couldn't implement it.
That was my point.
So committee
because some of the Panama what is the point?
South African committee no. In fact, I appeared before the committee.
Oh, you see?
Yes, when
I appeared before
and somehow can lose 500,000. And on a young one Juma they lose 1.6 million.
I think say the focus will be say committee no at the report to Banoma
implementation.
Then just say
but committee is very important.
That was my point.
Yes. But the committee is
very important. Come on, I know what committees can do.
Yes.
My reason was that you just mentioned, and my whole focus was on Safuma because Niama a course no Yamfa Juma. It rather went west.
Okay.
So now we have constituted another one.
Yes.
Do we have the belief and the hope say with this new one we are going to implement it?
Your position
maybe off a mechanism be me will believe pass we be
okay.
I think I can even say it here.
I mean you're on the ground. So
yes, me call when I pay before the Safari committee. Now me come from the media perspective.
Yes.
80 me come from the media perspective. One of the committee members disagree with me. Me can't perception.
Technical person in your field.
Yes. Now me can't perception be one sem. Was say I'm me a journalist in know I don't have to talk about perception. I have to talk about reality. And I'm a man example. Okay, I mentioned I go pom and my fast. And I'm just one call back to 2008 elections. Now President Kufuado, then candidate Kufuado. The poster be the picture no very pensive mood. No, are you seeing?
Yes. Yes.
No, are you seeing?
I was a black.
Yes. Now it's not Kanishi. It's year 2 a first round, and na do we need. Me dim krabi between the ages of about 9 and 15. And about who say na ban one winning and about so na Kufuado must say dear no almost the debia no munano.
You see?
And about hey, yes, the Timo Dane, and
you see?
I said this thing before the committee.
You see?
Was say yes, the Timo Dane, and you. Yeah. And I'm going to say, but I said, okay, no, but your evidence were here. But that is the perception. They were 15 years in 3 years' time, or but what the same perception about trouble.
Your work as a journalist is to even shape up perceptions.
Yes. When they meet the Greek. See, and the quota makers and they say that time President Kufuado was still the president.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of the committee members, I mean, they were also guiding the Ikakra.
They want to carry some favor.
So got it. Now, President Kufuor is no more the president.
Nobody is covering you.
Nobody is covering anybody.
Yes.
And MPP opposition so we I'm only hoping said I walk on.
There's something I picked up since I came. By now was second lady campaign. And the other meme and say you do Krobi more campaign as no. Number so many bar park so and most of the things the youth were complaining about, were things it could have been avoidable. Okay, and some of them they don't understand, which means we didn't shape the perception of these people on what they are, because they all have the perception say MPP and whenever you have that type of ego tag on you, people find it very hard electing you as a leader.
Of course.
And I think no is one of the things it went against her, because when it be
evidence is in you hold.
Trudeau Nancy Canada. I'm forcing my name for but just what you said, because he came to us like Canada for need to move because of ne papa.
Okay.
Because ne papa ne ma started blacks no papers near the immigration laws no be come until we became into we had the perception says so papa ne to me and now we are seeing the result of yes, we can't discount the corona pandemic that came here godu obi abeka like Canada papa
academics building come say mesre how many governments have fallen,
all of them
after COVID-19.
All of them. All of them. Our UK didn't they change a prime minister at 3 times? It's not easy. To me, I was even surprised and I was able to hold his own because it's not a joke. And one more thing I will beg. This one is very important. Communicators, okay. To say the outreach earlier, and we have the traditional media and all these things. New ways, So what I said, it says like a big platform like this, utumu say obi wo ebia TikTok and I say YouTube or your program na I'm not supposed to say this, but most of these NDC boys that they came now sometimes they give them airtime on Radio Gold or to social media. Those are the things they need to do.
Yeah, I remember Fanti comedy.
Yes.
I remember they were on this platform.
They need to
I watched this.
They need to do more of that because that is also going to boost your web chain. Say because me, I'm not going to say any blogger be because of MPPR. It's me. I paid ultimate price. I went to court for 2 years because of Nanado. Yeah, Sewa Bruni case, that was me.
Oh,
that was me.
Who was that case? Yeah, that's the only case in Ghana.
I was the guy who had to stay there, take the heat, go to Canadian court for 2 years, pay lawyers and stuff just to get my freedom. Yeah. So when I say I paid ultimate sacrifice, or I paid
you did.
I know what I did. Now, if Seme and if I don't get that recognition, the other ones never better there. This time to say the Okafanti say very good guy.
No, he was
people like that. We feed them.
These are
the things we need to do. Sano, social media now unsuru. Me angasa madam for Eric J. We need to go program. Or no, I say appear. Na me obi twem school fees na nka mabe lawyer me koka sentia no there be me nyesa ada. So it's not even too much about the policy the man is bringing, but the fact that the man is taking him through school, he feels he's indebted to these are the things I seriously think say moving forward we are supposed to equip that side of our because na afi so we dem sere minim say koswa party na nkasa no traditional for no money adwuma to say to me other radio stations money adwuma. I think the time has come say we paid more attention there because men say more commercial. I will not take it to a party and I say radio station. I mean, said they don't support my party. It doesn't make sense. That is you equipping your enemy to come for you, and I think that is one of the things they did because I was not hearing us too much on our regular Tisanka, the other MPP known radio stations. I was not hearing us much on that, but we was hearing us on other places. And guess what that does? She said, "Menu ni na Manonim Sanka, we the anka meme neighbor. Na udebemo be. If you tell back when because only panels to me the bill they were, and you would have risen to some intimacy we dem nim say pen for betumi aye easy cra
easy cra some count
oh no because me no this is me
oh yeah as what is here no one of the diaspora use a youth for back could be omo aye omo men can say accountability omo ya account say omo buy no baby omo kokoye media house omo koye ne ska ka mu ditwetwe aye it interest you to know say untumi what media nka ho how because why
because you see
and tell me confirm with the no and some ho but you see
wouldn't you rather build one to me so that you have more control?
There is a perception which these elections aboy power honestly ulusu usua bibi kakra these elections aboa mekra as a communicator ene so untumi frame na TV3 frame ya mebaha
yes I'll come to him to
because my who say emwa di because say onko to abakra obihwe ha
yes
of course obehwe abeti
yes
so definitely say ubetna ha woman confidence a o chena obetimi akoto aba yeah anke concentrate on your media ayaka yen crop for 1.6 million ekoto
hwe unim sorry to check this things
because yakoba bi na nipa miensa na won kwa wo hemfimfim host no nipa mienu ka ho na wo hemfimfim
ya boxo
na ye bubo na wo so o kasa ewo arrogance because e was say we yes
you have to defend yourself
eti na wo nipa na o tifie no
wo se na bufu
na ni bufu but what ha at least you have a friendly atmosphere nti utimi chire no mo
so ohwe data na so ohwe data na there were people over 2 million people who didn't go to the polls simply because MPP ni but 1-2 of things so MPP no pay but who say NDC alternative that is the good thing that means that those people can be what can be brought back to the fold.
You only do that when you use your own media to get them
easy
because nipano onko tunu to
there be
ways or
there be the better
exactly so
because that guy started online ways or not starting online right now you can actually tune in for him
Mahamadia and that guy bia
oh so
Mahamadia the banner is MD
oh look at that you see all of this into one for me
and until inauguration of the president GTV nkwani ways or
can you imagine that
say no kind obia tap free GTV and ways or
and I was so happy they did that
yes this last week you see how they build themselves because you say obiti baby on T ways on the dinda
but sada no kwa there
the whole world so who to know it is either you tap from GTV or you tap from ways
oh my
so why can't we do same without
me so why can't we as say they were chire
yet studio say wo Ghana studio say wo Ghana I think it's Salt FM yeah a war agogo
yes
asase
yes
any yen efe eche wo bia de
that's
of course
that's true
minima de yen ntimi nye ekwebe bia no aye ni bie yes I want that big studio was here ho but we success system not e boa say enye hwe LGBTQ Bahama was it flip flopping you find the same
and then answer me hwe no na enye me nwanwa
okay
because say can say Mahama is not committed wo de show campaign nyina Mahama can LGBTQ once and na wo refer see ya no okogina ba bi ka say wo ye Assemblies of God ni na sorry no emfoaso into no so emfoaso that was the only thing he said
okay
one can be bia say oba ono forso akufado say oba on sign esa sanka ono o assign babia on masking on the first interview with the BBC. You say Uber sign. Was say mehwe de wo mu ansa.
Mehwe de wo mu ansa.
Say no catch the BBC. Was say mehwe de wo mu ansa. So all this while for the last 4 years a year ka ho asem. A the MPC di animu. A ye say Akufo-Addo empese obeye obe sign no. Ye ka ni nyina wie no. Mahama na wankan. San person train
was san wo kan so oboa
wo si wan kan wo si wan kan enti agi say e ba nanim ene Ghana for etuma days to elections obi frame me e ka kire say malam bi e frame no e wo techiman e ka kire ne say oye Friday prayers na on ka say to abama Dr. Bawumia obeba be turumu Ghana
obi friend is one
telling you malam penny be friend ka chen say
yeah Dr. Bawumia on several
eti ye twen malam for no ocha Friday Mahama say osan ya yenye wosisi say no yansan kwa yechi na yemfa mra ne mra Ghana for na enjojo na bobo hu na yehu de yefanye na so ono de anka ye bisa ono no na twinkyere de a wose yemfa yenko makaranta school mo na enka kyere nkwala say oba na ware oba be ma na ware oba ntie no anu no omuhu sa na ehu hia say be mra bia.
Look at that.
This is former President Mahama. Hey, say your friend former President Mahama
8 years die.
Yes,
atare na che.
Me say President Mahama say ene turumu no o ka kire asofo na omo kan say Akufo-Addo entimi anyenti because o kan say Assemblies of God penino at the statement say the position of the church and say Akufo-Addo and sanya on betu tia na ban no.
Yes,
so mutu tia yi jechi question sa your friends by elections no ye call ye no e na omudi winning we so ukuzungu uko sorry na kika ho a no e na omudi ye ya omuwini ene Mahama e ka kire en se emra no ehu hia biom o se emra no ye de ba ehu hia biom ye nko na ye nko kire nkwala me fie be bia me free ye nka wasem even sex be ma ni hoba kra de ye nka wasem obi ne yakoka turumu and again Muslims kra de ye chiw na wo ya yekun.
Yes, ana mate.
They say yekun because wanya wadwe mu no and wanya mental problem. It was say yekun na on kose nkrofo. Na ene Mahama say ehu hia because okoji sika free Russia. Okoji sika free baby Miami ahodo and odi running elections na nka hunya sika we. Pick up every constituency a brand new pickup. Uyaskano were here in opposition and ODSR campaign.
Especially when you say the economy is destroyed.
Exactly. So, and that is the message or day, but to a Ghana Nina Oshema no pay. The Otuma no say or can say oba obey sign Sankratano or say one year. That's Sam George. Ye train Ghana for train.
Sure.
Only Roxanne Nelson Dafiamapo. Any Omo Kahono. Moana Musponsai. Yeah. Emra mo ye ho adwuma sponsor first reading echo in February 2021 yeah public hearing parliament Emma 3 months no be a presentation omo pe a lawyer for Supreme Court where komienu omo ko Supreme Court twice Emma Supreme Court bogui and ya pass it. Lawyer for the say Emrano and say Miti lawyer John Dako ni omo ka ho na omo kire law omo say Emrano ya pass awie Emra bia ni ho a ya pass on Ghana ha ya see 4th parliament 5th parliament 3rd parliament na kenga ho ya pass awie utimi sign man ye exactly so on sign krana and dey say we supreme leader
supreme leader
say we supreme leader
with awesome powers
187 members in parliament. Because A plus Munina Yadada almost say the deputy speaker and therefore Bukon. Is it
and then speak I
don't know how to now win China. Only a year Santiago. Omoka somebody Bamano, and no moon say second deputy do Menya and the Diaman Siama.
No parliamentary readings crowd. These people think it's a
at the end say and Mahama a committed so person ya. In a year, me dusty off the paper. No?
Yeah,
of course. No, sign the parliament. Yeah, first reading, second reading, they approve. You approve, you are not assigned. But I'm telling you for a fact, say Mahama will never sign this.
Okay.
On to me,
Felix.
Winim, this LGBT thing, me, I'm like, I like to take it from this stance.
Okay.
Young Ghana for LTA and no pay NTRCSA. Enya NDC Sam George ne pese ye de mra bi ba se oba ne be man ware na be man ne be man ware o eyemra e wo ho dada se mo bia we ye be man ware be ma mo ba ware oba
e wo ho dada
gode ukoye e public yinum kra na away criminal we ukomu a yes wa wo yiripo sabio ma no pese be wa wo yiripo se wo fa na ti a otumi ma ye chewo so ka chance on fan like baby answer say ho no de fa otumi ma ye chew enti emra wo ho dada
Yes.
There are some judge no what can I say punishment ye wa ho ne ye den esa
itie mia
punishment ni mu
me anka ho asem radio
and omo ye hu dede ni ade ni na o parliament we ye no obi so de den in court den in that ekoto so Supreme Court. So even when the president was ready to sign, he was notified say, hey, Chairman Toboas na ade no is in court. But now court now boss asem neguno. This even gives Mahama more chance to sign it easily.
But Mahama catch say sa mran kwa yan transmit amra kufado.
Okay.
Okay, so for yes.
Okay.
Oh, in the video first now okay say oba no yan transmit ade na maha.
How can you say this? And like the man of God believed him for that?
Waka.
Internal so on keke. Uni bibi. This LGBT idea we want. Men, to be honest, I am a day. Because I listened to some judge saying, say, your papa Mahama Bana sa mrano wan signia. Or no, some judge ever lead a real demonstration at the theater on drama. Now, unim. And when they may call back to someone who account for LGBT, a baby a tremuko. No, say, your nippani feelings, no nippana into on don't judge you be on your when they were in government.
Yes.
Now he's out of government. They went to ascend north and told them, say, I couldn't hear Kufua don't pese Jachiko is in Banis or Pesunia numbers, no to me more Bani Bema, it's a sorry, Obani or Banda, Napsa is a Bemani Bemanda. This is the message they carried. Now me kai sami demfi box Iron Man ebe gina ho eye nanim straight kan frenchim obi a wusum nyame sami nim se wo ditro no we gina ni ato no we ditro no frenchim dia kire omo enne finally the awose wo social na bana besan a John Mahama say untumi nsa. Now let me tell you something you forgot to say. You know the reason why he can't make up his mind? Read My First Coup d'Etat, his own book. That is when you know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama does not know how to think for himself and make a decision. It is a fact. Yes, also no. He makes his man like on a bicycle and elko steep slope. Into do baby now so when I say free abemonu we see.
David oni ni nua no na ho. E no ko fa bicycle. E na onam kwan no so na wo pele na Africa say Dramani jai. Dramani jai so oh wa fi obi a wo kona na ohun se car e di nanim. Ontimi so break mo ontimi nya bibia ene kase Dramani 10 and on decisions. That's what I'm saying. Was it the you see, this is not the first time. He is a man who cannot. Yes, he's a man who cannot keep his words. Yes. Oko in 2012, he promised the teachers and Ukrumu say obey them, obesi diamond at affordable price. Yes. Went me and see. When he said sign the share name. Yes. He put into his manifesto. Now, anyone want say go day. Ye ni na ye the manifesto. I cause say ye koye juma. Now. Obi ko jina simpie so a wan ka manifesto no hasem o na mbom sebe asofo obi akobo mpa ya amaba omia e na akoye problem na brew. That right away should tell you say this man is synthesized. Now I'm like, God, let me tell you something. Yeah, I got some I intercepted some documents to be with a dealer on a Russian oligarchs for behind. Yes, I could sign. And in that deal, no, I have it. Answer na me free. I will send it to you since you're on the mainstream. In net, no, is how they trying to sell ECG. Yeah. Okay, someone buy must be this 6 months. That is what they want to sell. And guess what? Oh yes, I have it here. I have the full document. I big time interception plan. This man said PBS. Yeah, and a year ton Ghana Japade de Amubi Anameboa. Obedi power there. I feel the Japade no see on pen my young pound the Kufa in area man Japa or no and growth. All of a sudden, Mahama wants to sell it. Yes, Godo, the man is not only confused. No, PDS was not as they brought Morocco. It was 60 companies. It was 60 companies. Okay, it's only almost signing second compact too. Yes, exactly. Millennium Compact, no, yes. Yeah. So it is them. But today, the same person sits here and tell us, say, ECG, no, say, Antoine, you to me manage. What does that? The only thing you understand is the appetite to sell ECG. Because or co-elections be our Jessica free baby. So he has to sell it and because Oba in 2030. Oba Oba in 2013 ebeye president pe and can say yenton ECG. Oh, BXC Miracle any one other company from Austria. It was a BSC no omo disqualify because na a Chinese company. Exactly. Into omo ko to kra. Yeah. And the Miracle omo free Philippines. Yes. Iti ye sign wie no. ECG penning for Kelly Gajepu that time now your friends board chair omo ene hu se enkrofo no askam ye it was say jai PDS no ene jai ya na jai $300 million amid the cancer omo de be man no ye cancer ya jai no omo cancer omo say
omo fa man bio
it na usa person oton ECG ya to Obama just 3 weeks ago
this
you handing over 10 days usa oton ECG.
Yes, and you know what the reason is say Gode, NDC is the only social democratic party that sells government assets.
Yes.
Because anka social democrat kamukra na kamoje mo de yeden edema ban. Na nti se unya party a etumi tena se say yemfa ade bi mra ye friend diversity implementation act no no ye implementing a ye de ton aban ye japade. Na say nipa kunu mo twa no ho beka kire aban ye ode one district one factory abo ne private sector. Esinti anu nti Gode ebia na we unim. But Ghana right now, our manufacturing outputs are higher than it has ever been.
Oh yes.
Bisa ho say ban sense factories ni wa. How would the product be out there to even be like that? Why would we get surplus? Because now finally no or mine anka say to me ye niam ni bia ye tunu consume no wa and then we call Ghana street so a Ghana for niam be breaking tomatoes na ade ye no wa money ade which is the ones I like the local ones because obua local na and a more can be, and that is how you get surplus. Instead, then okay, me say, God, I buy or buy on when to me and surplus that. Or go see so NDC 1 and 2 or nya surplus that. But MPP to me be surplus. So be your economics, some economists say don't go TV train. And you mo come me so say surplus I see any sense. Because of say or maybe a surplus I see anything. Next, let's say what Niama who producing in the country and taking outside is getting more than what you are bringing inside. So how can you tell me say buy or no ama your import so yeah then earth na your boom and then Canada or hold me to Ghana tomatoes. How much wrong GH tomatoes? So and then onamwa a kumfi fruit juice. And it's not even in local stores so I'm talking Walmart.
Yeah, wow.
On the shelves of yes, a kumfi fruit juice on the shelves of Walmart. Now I'm buying now or no sebio toothpick po went to me ama yan wo Ghana ha I catch us abanya and there or no yet near Ghana product I'm the carbon no Embo has failed you. God on yeah the bufwe di boni bi won na sa boni we no me nim say Nyankopon fan chen da
oh what the beche
there be unim because odi kan ma ye ho sign so
we nu ye ho ne ye kan boni kwa de what the beche
sa boni we nyame de cha wanya de
was just the Holy Spirit pe
sa boni we nyame de cha wanya de because there be nyame de cha na wanya de
e depend consider
oh there be nyame de cha na wanya de kire se enyanka sabio Thomas Amuani ko no ne hwan a ona Brunel College a ono e gwa ne masters Francis Calamini first keta SHS one obi akropo MP ke ho and na unyamu kwan po na why den because am education I den attractive na me kai me agasa me kuro mo enfantefo no day of voting no na me kodu na am la go date yom anklo abane de yan to free education de yan yakoye TV na me oh yes they told me right at the polling station me say me ba make 4-5 I say I want to aba into a no as a panic here come no okay you go take and go vote take say no mo jiska na so a omo vote member make 4-5 but look at I was looking at it say wo say wo pese Ghana yes e buchire 1 minute bi aban bus na mu na aban bi de electric bus 100 ya ba say from Accra to Amasaman 8 cedi from Accra to Adenta 6 cedi na wo ka kire me say sa aban ni mo nye na buy now or no ebeba petrol bo obeya din a wuntume nto no emo na ya this a problem. God on let me just bring this in 2022 a driver for ATM in there motor petrol at 23-26 cedis and then oh turn at 14 it be nchira wo say ye adwuma bi ansa na ade na eba form me to say me yare I want a doctor that can bring my sickness down.
Sure. Of course.
I don't want a doctor that cannot change my situation. It is ade no ko 23 na obi atumi aye ho adwuma ama na ba 14 men dey wo turn 14 na wo ka kire say dokuno aya born 7 cedi nti sa ban na du hwamba man shall not live by bread alone but because of such because o say
if I never dokuno 7
oh me maybe I'm a very very high class area but still dokuno 4 cedi no kra me
was say because all this narrative no to ho obi twa koto ho na o ka say ton dokuno 7 cedis in the next 4 years I be high
sa no mo
me to dokuno Gold Coast kenke
I 4 cedi o
3 cities.
See, 3 cities. I let them get me 2. Into 4 cities, no, I eat 1.5. And why am I mean? Into the 4 cities, no. What let me say? Say oba, ebenya digital work or to Ghana, not or yeah, Juma with UK. £200, $200. Now, catch them say, Doc, no, buonintino, such an idea, Dr. Baumi Adebaye. Now, because I got to about Eddie Etienne because
I say, obey.
Why?
Also, obey digital.
Oh, no, say, digital, what you say.
I got 5 minutes.
Digital, what you say.
Vet in a course that you say, yes, Dr. Tuforsen, of course, Dr. Ayine, in fact, the issue is Ayine will be Ayine Abing.
Yeah, me myself, I think he's my favorite out of. So far, now appointees now, I think he will not be bamboozled by too much of his NDC.
But actually, the NDC for any bigger problem.
Because I don't know,
and I will share the Sembu Holman or dodgy, Kuku Fusika says, I feel was in the midst and we drew Holman one. But before the Busan was so one person best speculative because speculation was used as well with the castle. And I miss, hey, I feel the Judge Aponso Ebaya, I feel the ECG. 8 months ago was saying we have to take politicians out of ECG matters. I feel was young to ECG.
Was it 5 hours? Young canning, but a vetting idea. Yeah, make us a very good exercise, especially a choir. MPs no efa so ebisa questions no manager ho pa na so ade ba ko ne se sa kwa na wote ho benada hiafo uza na onka vetting committee no wontina muda me ka se na wote onimu ye bisa question kra ye harmless kra na open
because he doesn't know
it am mu kra media mu tv tro stories ni ye
dabi
so I think that when they was say we MPP ni na wo question bi a misraw why akoma o MP no omo de beko na ya bisa omo o scandal there because you say ade ba ko ya chime se aka ho asem kra ne se unu se ebo obi din se oye minister ya man be busumi ba ko na odia na ye de ahwehwe obi o input bia na odia ko parliament na ya yes obi bia obetia mu ne na keka ho a ye bo omu di within 3 days committee bia nya ready e parliament na ya hyase na ye survey omo absolute majority
yes
oka say boycott ombe because in 2020 boycott ye de ye iti oka say boycott ombe intimidate men kan to say wo MPP ni anasa wo ye pani bi na wo bibia e wo ha ai wo say ye de kwa fabra ne yamfanko enye bibia ye ntimi nsinipa no ho kwan but at least e benya bibia to ho okay say fifi kwete ekoka say kufo wia Ghana gold nya okoduru ho no oka say na ye political talk na ye tro nti sa video na ye wo nti ochina bia no ye timi remind ye ho with it nti say wo bibi about nkrofo yi a ye bebo omudin a misraw pushiko na ye mbisa omo na omunya no na ye hu say na be ya at least no so bebo aye na ye timi dia ko quick one on ora no
okay
e ya dia NDC for dia ba omo epese ye discuss ya no man ka say we ska we say okay say Jake ne dan a otoye oto wie no o mane boama eni okujeto ablaka nipa mienu e de court etwi na bo so sa ko Supreme Court kolusui
omudi fo
obi ato aban asase anase aban da ya onyamfumso bia ogana anyamfumso aban na eton e na okotoy se oton 10 cedis se oton 100 cedis so omo mu value no e na ono no enye ne mfumso obi na value e na otimi akoto eno na omo ye ya omo court a Jake de no e ma Jake e wini case no omo ko Supreme Court e san ko lusui so eno an omo hyase omo pese omo guni panimo ase na omo ka se we wiase omo ye wia na ebia eno no ya discuss sa na atwe adwen free bia mahama bata omo boa sa 26 normal na o kan se obeye no se private schools nyina no ebeye free education no sen kwala no bedidi peche
obi abedidi peche
kokosre odwan kon
eti ado de
o se de ba kokosre
ene odwan kon ane no mbedu
na dufuso etimaguzo
na we okan no
ti sa normal na o kan no ye make no enti de ora ne ye no e distraction o ma sheda e na omudi because omunim rabia no nti na ama ye ka se ofra wa menko ho oba ufia pamono oba ufia pamoni fini ho so say ofra police kura na omopam na because onimra bia etane chi say o say oba obi fie ebehwe bibi because eye shraj anase yoko anase others na eba that is fine omo de omo ye aban djuma we ni de wo de omo abasa omo nye propaganda papa ya oboa omo ya de bia no interview boa omo no sa law school babu former law school pedino ansasare eno meeting nka ojo efebo say hey sao e wo say sa oraro yen tweme propaganda tu ayo ansasare ade no Asare-Bediako ho do
okay unim say ba no ora na me the first thing I would say is say it was just a way to tarnish the image of people.
Oh yes.
And they have because
propaganda too.
They started off by we will recover all. And then the premises and they say, oh, you bet yen crofo concern. First and foremost, it has no legal backing. Into say already be afraid wa menko. Two, say omo pay na investigation ya papa Mahama Nankasa sa child fie no say oh nye abanyaza
Abasas, chain homes,
then Abasas, and he's also occupying Abasas. Good, intimate Srena, so no person Grofakota Abayasas, Nanya, one of some parking and Yaman free child, one of they say, I know Abasas to the other side. Good of it, into make us say, oh, man, Casano, they say, you know. Joyce, I'm like about Mutari. When you talk about the oral, what is it? Because I'm beside and say, what power can the oral really bring? Oh, what can and I'll say you know the Attorney General and the bar, oral, stops. It's not just oral, and you be gun crofon who fikeko. And yes, you will be papa be a neighbor. Memphis no cotton checkers and it has no legal backing. Okay, let's talk about vetting. Me that's it. 3 minutes. The first person I'll talk about is Jinapo. Yes, I think wrote to Asare in green treasure. Okay. So Kaya, ya wo NDC, energy for ye be. Bedin carbon idin. Jinapo. Okoto meters libre. Yeah. Amende abebo Ghana ka. Okay? This guy in the energy sector, we were still in doom and still paying electricity. Na upo bi mana bebe yi Ghana free ahokyere kon Akufo-Addo den atum mu a o se John Jinapo be energy minister. This guy who said gold for oil purchase was a scam in November 2023. And today is telling you that and yes and no na implementation into an oba continue. But you use that to campaign against this government. Say MPP 4% yeska into the market for gold for oil. When the gold for oil was actually helping us. So Obia keep data biawa. The moment we announced to the world, say we are going to do this with the gold, the market reacted, and that is how Petra ne war 23 CD near the end. It me buy and the motor 14 CD. You understand? Because of that policy, you were energy expert for your sorry and your friend to me and then sergeant no. A sukonomat baumia with the idea we aba. Mube some ne yabama the energy nano. Modia coma John Jinapo say on some quarter faulty. Meters, Embrayan, no Amramba Whisker, no same boat meters. Oh, yes, aha, so some meters. And no cow, Ghana for real free say, the same Jinapon the Kofa Sakan the Eddie Brayan. Now let's talk about case Lato Forson. Whoa, from your UK dealings, Nina, one mobile and your Pamona, the bag, and Ghana, who's receiving a buy and Uncle for. Oh, Messi, and yes, even in yet. What chat to me where to try to be brain a woman. Now, one fan on Tonchain. He was the deputy finance minister. When one Kasa Usika, what the Akoto Bank no quite is scan you to Conabra the next day. Have you guys forgotten? I just also let you cry 3 days. Yeah. So, okay, one Kasa Usika, what could be Pana with this kind of Cotono? Oko Bank ya, na yes come farmer. This is out of us. And now foreign account also, okay, is Cadibia man is good. This is the same Atufos who made a lot of noise with the exchange rates. Today sits inverting to tell us the exchange rate is the Bank of Ghana. It's the work of Banco, and that tells you how shallow he is. Because now, no can say Dr. Bami and Cochiadiano. What the Kenyan say? I want the part of Bank of Ghana governor who appoints them. It's not political appointment. It's political appointment. It's the end this bend this in it. MPP in the song say Juma and your politician Juma name boom a bank Juma. Right away, you have contradicted yourself and disgraced yourself. The position up as original crown. You don't even know how to run it. Ghana for the Bufuatu Aba. Ghana for the menye. And then 10 days into his office also to me yemubia.
Yebema na ye.
But no so no jina.
I'm telling you.
Emma said ye de 2 hours.
After na onse Jesus no ye try letters command for na the for the Milky Ocean. After matter the meaning of Milky Ocean. Ghana is supposed to be a milky country now.
Yes.
Ye be num fusuo.
Because you cannot tell me say buffer stock aduane no mo de ko wo so be gi saa yi na fro na wo discana ma headmaster na ye de mo koma no kura no owi akoton ye na afede wo discana ko se
starting on the 10th of December ya ma omuska so mo nkoto aduane.
Look at that.
On the 4th of January yes ma omuska so why ma ka so be ma omuska ya ma omuska still omo ne nam se ade ne nya o se opese o se free secondary school no etu akohu sa Charles for no almost free secondary school no yempe nkrofo na nka omo betua ne ntua Nagrat nso abeka it say Angel Cabo no eka akwaya unani bright appear child right
yes
o say ono so yempe bibia wo say awofo tua washase
so which means say they are trying to collapse the
yes
they have been procured
but they say no say omo ya eni bebe omo ntom pese omo hyehyehye agencies na say no
mo media men no because some can say obey forum o can say obey free education forum
yes
na obi ade na adwen aba eti di adwen na amodi beba no enu na odi be implementation
oko UPS Thanksgiving service na o ma orders ye kofa sa aduane no mo ne nkoro wo say GS for ABA school against the advice of Charles.
Look at that.
Opakutie sa ade no eti was that emma Charles authority
yes so
omo say ya and then this is how they say
but how can you run a country and have that type of mentality?
I don't know what no say a pharmacy diawo.
Yes.
Ghanaian farmers.
Yes. Say drought by last year ti aduane ama. Eti na o mampanyi Kufuado any World Bank di ko say ye kwafo bebre insurance danto eti mu hia aduane. And na World Bank ama ye say ade no. Eti amantem eba ye na so mokɔkye no na elections aba. And we say elections time mokɔkye mo na we ka say